What's good, chat? Today, yeah, we gonna get on Jake Paul's ass, bro. I'm tired of I know the fight was like what, 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, but nah, like he can't keep getting away with this, bro. Like for those, I'm making this for those that think that shit is real. It's not real. I'm gonna tell you why. Why is it that he's beating all these fucking boxers? Not Anderson Silva, obviously, but why is he beating all these fucking, well, not boxers, but MMA fighters? How is he doing this? How? It's not because he's good. I'm sorry. Like, it's fucking Jake Paul. I'm pretty sure if they was to add his ass to like Undisputed or Fight Night or some shit like that, his overall would be 70. Or probably lower than that. Like, I'm not saying he's not an actual boxer, he doesn't train, but you can't tell me somebody like Mike Perry has been fighting for years can lose to this nigga. Years, nigga. He got years on this nigga. Like, no, it does not make sense. It doesn't make sense at all to me. Like, you beat Nate Diaz, it's something ain't adding up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the fight. We're gonna look at the fight. You tell me if I'm wrong. You tell me if you see some skill in him that I don't see. But nah, I call bullshit. I watch a lot of boxing fights. I don't box myself. Let me say that first and foremost. I don't box myself, but I smell bullshit. Like a bullshitter knows a bullshitter. Like these motherfuckers are taking falls, bro. They're taking falls. They gotta be. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. Okay.
I will put it on him from the opening bell. I'm gonna hit him like he's never been hit before.
Todd, it's electric in here, man. I've been easy.
Mike Perry said, I'm here to give pain when I get
Harmony, who saw that coming? Shout out to Mike Perry's wife, Latori, who I think ever since he met her, his whole life has changed. Like I said,
You could get him in trouble and land some, and Jake can land something big. So let's see what happens. But it's electric in here, man.
and if you've never seen a Mike Perry fight, just buckle up. He is different. He comes alive when he gets hit, when he starts bleeding, when he gets cut. One of the most unique human beings that I've ever come across in the.
The fuck is he wearing?
He's got the gladiator gimmick going, ready to walk into the Coliseum and face the lion that is Mike Perry. Are you entertained?
I'm not.
This crowd has been, the last two fights have been sensational.
Oh, alright. I'm kind of skipping them. So.
DraftKings, the crown is yours.
This WWE has interest. Like, nobody want to fucking see that shit, bro.
Site, head to fansly.com/Paul Perry for exclusive content. Event Ticket Center. Don't just watch it, experience it. Get tickets to the events you love at Event Ticket Center. And Celsius, Live Fit, Essential Energy. Sanctioned by the Florida Athletic Commission, the Executive Director, Timothy Shipman. The three judges scoring this bout at ringside: Tina Griffin, Efren LeBron, and James O'Connor. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Christopher Young. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands of sold-out fans here in attendance at Amalie Arena, the millions of fans watching live around the world on DAZN. The judges are ready, the fighters are ready, the world is ready. Tampa, make some noise if you fighting out of the red corner, wearing purple with silver. He weighed in officially 196 and 1/2 pounds. Tonight, he makes his boxing debut, bringing a bare-knuckle record of 6 wins, 1 defeat, and 3 wins coming by way of knockout. He is a bare-knuckle superstar from Orlando, Florida, the king of violence, Platinum Mike Perry! And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black and white. He weighed in officially 200 pounds even. In 10 professional fights, his record stands at 9 victories, 1 defeat, 6 wins coming by way of knockout. Desde Dorado, Puerto Rico by way.
Those 6 knockouts is the shit I'm trying to touch on in this video. You're knocking out these professional motherfuckers. Like, I can see if you were I can see if you're fighting somebody that just in the same boat as you, the same, you know, that hasn't been fighting as long, and that doesn't have, like, you're fighting veterans. Like, you fighting these old ass motherfuckers, but the old ass motherfuckers, they still got skill. Like, you seen what the fuck Nate Diaz did to fucking Jorge. I'm not saying Jorge wasn't beating his ass a little bit in that fight, but you can't tell me the shit. Something don't add up, bro. Something don't add up. And what he did to Tyron Woodley, like, I can understand him knocking out Nate Robinson, because Nate Robinson is like, what, he's small as shit. He was an NBA player. He don't box. Fight niggas like that. But you telling me you knocked out Tyron Woodley? Me and my homeboy talk about that shit to this day. This shit don't make sense.
Of Cleveland, Ohio, here is the one, the only, El Gallo, Jake Paul!
Okay, Jimmy, everything over legal, right here, everything goes well. Jimmy, you know what time it is. When you fight hard, fight clean, touch them up.
Judgment Day.
You heard Jake Paul say it's Judgment Day. Mike Perry told us earlier this week, I'm not here to box Jake Paul. I'm here to smash his face in. That's why he's the king of violence. As for Jake Paul, he says, I'll pick up the biggest win of my career with another highlight knockout, and I'll make it look easy. Scheduled for 8 rounds, live from Tampa, Florida. Paul versus Perry. Here we go.
Jake's starting to fight on his toes, creating distance.
We said that earlier on. We said he's going to be lateral, sticking the jab.
Mike better protect himself.
Ooh, great body shot right there by Jake.
Jake told us no one goes to Mike Perry's body. I will.
He's going to the body so he can set up the overhand right. Take 1 or 2 shots to the body, and if you see his hands drop, especially Mike Perry's left hand, Jake's going to look to throw the overhand right.
Very noticeable size.
Whoa, knockdown!
Told you.
Man,
Jab high, jab low, overhand right.
Paul
He's going to the body so he can set up the overhand right. Take 1 or 2 shots to the body, and if you see his hands drop, especially Mike Perry's left hand, Jake's going to look to throw the overhand right.
Very noticeable size.
Whoa, knockdown!
What are we in, like, that was like, what, the first 3 minutes of the fight? I heard that this motherfucker didn't train before the fight, but still, you telling me if Jake Paul came up to you on the street and he threw that punch, you wasn't gonna be able to weave it? Come on, Mike. Come on, bro. It's like, it almost looked as if he just fell off the first hit. Like, nigga, he don't. It just don't add up to me, bro. It just don't add up to me. Cause all right, if Jake Paul got this fucking power, why isn't he fighting like niggas that aren't like, you know what I'm saying, aren't veterans? Like why isn't he fighting someone around his age and that's a pro? Why isn't he fighting niggas like that? Why is he fighting all these MMA niggas? Why? Like I understand he was about to fight Tyson, but Tyson old as shit. He got health problems maybe. Like he's up there in age. Like he look good in training, but nigga, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You cannot tell me this nigga is not throwing this fight over one hook. Like, nah.
Told you.
Man.
Jab high, jab low, overhand right.
Paul promised a first round KO, and that's a promising start. Perry looks shell shocked.
Man, that body shot shook him up, and that head shot, oh, nice left hook right there by Jake.
Perry's got to let his hands go. It may be over before he lands a punch.
Perry can get away with his hands being down in bare knuckle boxing. In boxing, he cannot.
And one thing Perry's doing wrong is he's standing straight up, so he's open for that left hook or that right hand. His chin is exposed.
He invites people to throw punches so he can brawl back and forth. Jake is not the guy you want to invite to throw a punch at your head.
Ariel, what's his body language telling you?
It's not great right now. I mean, look at the size difference. That's a guy, Jake Paul, who walks around at around 220, 230. Mike Perry barely made 200, so you see it right there, and Jake's confidence is just growing. Jake doesn't need to out-muscle Mike. He doesn't need to clinch with him. He just has to outbox him because Mike isn't protecting himself, and like you guys said, he's leaving himself open for shots.
Yeah, man, I don't understand why Mike has his hands so low.
Because that's the way he fights in
Why?
bare knuckle and MMA, but as you know,
yeah, why is his
that
hands
doesn't
so low?
work in the sweet
Why?
science.
And Jake is not the beacon of cardio, but he's kind of breathing a little heavy right now. I think he's not used to hitting somebody that hard and still being around.
And that's where Perry can do his best damage if he can get Paul still in the corner.
That was a good overhand right by Perry that landed on the temple of Jake.
Like I said early on,
man.
Mike Perry does come alive when the going gets tough. We'll see if he's not looking great so far.
Good right hand, and he stumbled Perry again.
Yeah, Perry doesn't have an answer for that hook and that overhand right.
He's very flat-footed, moving forward, upright. He's leaving himself exposed.
And Ariel, he's following him as well. He's not cutting the ring off. He's following Jake.
Like a zombie, not moving his head.
He needs to take a big 45-degree angle step in front of him when you see him run away.
He needs to survive this round.
Nice overhand right by Perry.
Good body shot again from Paul, and that has affected Perry. Another good solid jab
Hit you
from
with that
Paul.
damn.
Perry's walking to the
What was
corner.
that? Like a
shaking.
4-piece?
Jake's getting better as a boxer.
With the
I'm gonna just
uppercuts,
be real.
like Mike, what the fuck, bro?
Mike Perry has gotten away with having his hands down quite a bit. And
It's like
people
he's
talk about how
letting
strong
him
he is,
beat
he
his
puts somebody
ass.
shut the light out.
Mike knows to throw his hands
is
up.
what he needs to do.
We've
Mike
seen
said
it.
we're dealing with pillows. to
That's no
protect himself.
protection.
They bad as fuck. Oh my god. Jesus. She looking at me. Anyway, but hold on, I might have to. Anyway, we seen this nigga in bare knuckle. Like he knows how to defend himself. All of a sudden, that's embarrassing. My bad, guys. All of a sudden, he just don't know how to put up his hands. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like he was beating niggas ass in bare knuckle. Like his defense was on lock. Like if I look up a video of him in bare knuckle compared to this shit, nigga, it's like he want this motherfucker to beat his ass. Like it's like he wants to look good. Like going down or some shit. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. Some under the table bullshit. Like I was telling my homeboy, this shit is basically boxing WWE. Whenever he fights, it's basically boxing. It's like WWE. It's basically that. Like you seen the way he came out in that fucking that Sparta bullshit with the I don't even know what the fuck to call that whatever that wagon. Like it's all entertainment, bro. Like that's all it is. I mean, I'm not hating. I'm not saying like, you know, get your bread or anything like that. But don't be telling niggas like, oh yeah, I can beat this nigga ass. I can beat that nigga ass. I'm so good. Like nigga, you is. Compared to these niggas, bro, like you just an amateur, bro. You're just a fucking amateur, bro. Like I don't care. Like I don't give a fuck. Because it's like, you're not about to just come in the boxing scene and just, like, knock all these niggas out. Yeah, nah, bro. Nah. You paying these niggas very good, bro. Like, to get knocked the fuck out. So, like, whatever.
But it's actually more weight coming towards your face.
Exactly. The only difference with bare knuckle is that you can get cut because you're getting rocked.
Yeah, look how low Mike Perry's hands is. Right here you see Jake, as we said before, he's going to use a jab to set up the overhand right. That's the knockdown we see right there.
More of a clubbing shot, wasn't it?
It was a clubbing shot and it was more off balance.
And we can't blame the canvas. That was a legit shot.
So round 2, Jake Paul doesn't get his first round knockout, but he does get a first round knockdown.
Man, Perry's so flat-footed, just walking straight, chin in the air. He can't keep doing this. He's going to get caught with a big shot.
Perry needs to almost adopt the Mike Tyson style. Put his hands up by his head, slip, get inside, only punch after he...
Oh! The right hand perfectly placed.
Only punch after he slipped a combination.
This could be over here. He's not protecting himself. He's too upright. Jake hits way too hard.
Let me know what y'all think, actually. Let me know if y'all think these fights are rigged. Let me know if I'm not the only one that thinks this shit is just rigged fights. Like, let me know. Because as far as I can see, these motherfuckers hop in the ring with him and just take a dive. Every fucking time. Not Anderson Silva, but... Because I don't know what the fuck happened with that. Like, maybe he added that just so it could look like it's not rigged. But, come on. Come on, bro. Like... If you have any type of common sense and you know these fighters, you watch these niggas in fucking UFC, you would know these niggas would not be going down like this. It don't make sense to me. Nate Robinson, okay, like, that's cool. But, and I'm sorry to shit on him, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying he just don't box. He wasn't a boxer, bro. Like, he was just some nigga that played NBA. So, like, I give him a pass for that. But this shit, nah.
This is a good time to clinch, but I don't think Perry's going to clinch. It's not in his repertoire to do so.
Jake has been a very good finisher when he gets opponents hurt.
Mike's legs are wobbly as well.
For someone that's hurt to be walking someone down.
No.
You'd love to see Perry at least get one shining moment in this fight for all the fans that are here supporting him. You know he's going to go out on a shield.
See, that was great stuff from Jake. He doesn't want to clinch with Mike.
No defense at all.
Zero, yeah.
At all.
Chin is up, hands are down.
Oh.
Overhand right.
And Jake's doing great, man. He's boxing, keeping distance. He busts up the eye. The right eye of Perry is busted.
I mean, he's even throwing power with the jab. He's been known to throw a lot of power with the right hand, but he's throwing power with the jab, and I think that's the most surprising thing for Mike Perry.
And Perry keeps to follow him, and Jake's just setting traps, walking side to side, setting traps, landing that hook, landing that right hand.
Gabe, do you see any path to victory here for Mike Perry?
I don't, man. It's just a matter of time. He's getting broke down. Whoa. That's a good hook he landed right there.
Hold the phone.
I mean, he needs to dig down, and he needs to do what Lucas did.
There we go. Make the fight dirty. Make the fight dirty. Frustrate Jake. That's his only hope. This is where Mike Perry comes alive.
And I know what you're saying, Ariel, but one thing about Jake, he's mentally strong. That's not going to bother him.
When I fought Jake, I did the same exact thing in the same arena.
Yeah.
Mike Perry, don't count him out yet.
You can never count Mike Perry out.
Man, Jake is setting up that big right hand because it's right there for him, right down the middle.
Guys, Mike Perry has this crowd eating out of the palm of his hands.
If Perry just put his hands up.
Yes.
Perry's not going to put his hands up, Gabe. Don't waste your breath. He's not going to put his hands up.
Nigga out there fighting like Deontay Wilder.
It's a great round for both fighters. Both fighters had their moments there.
Guys, Guys, I know the term zombie gets overused in fighting, but Mike Perry's the closest thing to a zombie. He really does seem to love when everything is stacked against him.
And Ariel, Gabe said something real important. He said he doesn't think that this is going to be in effect. The underhook or the wrestling, it's not. Jake is mentally tough. I did the same thing. I had 3 weeks to fight, so I had to make it ugly. It didn't bother him. He got cut over the eye and taken out. Look at this right here.
That's a good right hand right there, set up.
Put your
with
fucking
with
hands
jab
up,
to the
nigga.
body.
You know to
Clean
fucking put
shot.
your hands up.
Imagine if Jake opens his eyes. Remember we talked
Damn.
about this? He punches with his eyes because look, he's not even looking at the shot.
And to be
But it was a
fair,
good setup because he feigned.
I'm not even mad bro beat him. I'm not even mad bro beat his ass. It's just the fact the way how Mike Perry went out. He was doing so good in bare knuckle. Jake probably haven't fought in how long? Like shit. Fuck, I'm trying to think what the fuck his last fight was. But it wasn't recent. This nigga at least fought recently. You get what I'm saying? So it's like how do you just not have that? Like how do you just not have the reflex, bro? You just I don't get it. I don't get it. If somebody can explain it to me, please, cause
It to the body and came up top. It was a smart setup.
And what it does is it makes you think he's going back to the body because he was punching with that right hook. Overhand right, second knockdown.
For what it's worth, Jake Paul was gasping for air in his corner as ice water was dumped all over his body.
Yeah, this is a high pace. They're fighting at a very high pace.
And you know, a lot of power. It takes some energy.
And you know, man, when you're hitting a guy with your best shot and he's still walking you down, man, that breaks you down a bit.
Yeah, one thing that I noticed when I was prepping for Jake, his cardio has never been the greatest, but still in late rounds he can punch with power no matter how fatigued he is.
I just can't believe Mike Perry is walking down Jake Paul with this stance.
You can't believe it. You know
Whoa,
Mike Perry.
big left hook.
You're right. I can't believe it. It's just wild to see after how that first round went.
Nice left hook there from Jake Paul. And Perry can't afford to get too comfortable as he comes in because Paul could catch him with the right hand. There's a left from
that left
Perry.
hook. Jake felt that help. I think Jake needs to go back to that jab. That jab helped him out in the first round.
And Jake does not need to slip the jab on the inside. He's going to put himself right in front of the right hand. Do not slip to your left on the jab. Not against Jake Paul.
Jake Paul dropped Perry in round 1 and in round 2.
He's setting him up for the overhand. I see it.
Oh, man, that's a beautiful shot right there by Jake. It's almost like he looks like he's going to throw the right just to set up the left hook.
He's setting him up. He's looking down low. He's either going to throw the slapping left hook or he's going to throw overhand right. Nice left hook by Mike Perry.
Mike Perry.
That's a good body shot right there by Jake. And you know, right there, right here, what Perry's doing is he's following Jake. He needs to cut the ring off. He's following Jake too much.
Another straight right hand from Paul.
I'm gonna say this though. Jake has the fundamentals. Like he knows how to fight. I never like if before anybody try to like come at me and be like why are you shitting on him? Like he's actually a good boxer. Blah blah blah. I never even said he was a shitty boxer. I never even said that. I'm talking about my main thing here is just how are you beating these veterans back to back like this? Like, and I understand they're not the ones, like they're not undefeated veterans. Like, you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is he needs to fight niggas in his own speed. Like, stop with this shit. Like, but Mike Perry, fucking Nate Diaz, damn, it's because I keep fucking moving my fucking, I keep moving my fucking desk. Like, I gotta stop. Hold on. Let me try to, like, fix this. Like you over here beating fucking Anderson Silva. You over here beating fucking Nate Diaz. You over here beating fucking Mike Perry. fucking what's that one guy he fought? Fuck. God damn, I'm trying to remember his name. I think his name. Oh no. The only loss he fucking has is against fucking Tommy Fury. That I can understand. That I can fucking understand. Hold on, I might have to fix this. That I can understand. But fucking like Ben Askren, if you watch that fucking fight, like I swear me and my homeboy watched that fight, I remember it to this day. If you watch that fucking fight, Ben barely fought back, bro. It's just the signs that you see that these motherfuckers be taking dives. It just doesn't make fucking sense. It just doesn't. It doesn't. Like I think he's just picking niggas that can like that got the endurance, that don't mind getting their ass beat and taking a dive. You changing these niggas' lives, I guess. I don't know really how much these niggas are getting paid. Like I could look it up, but you know they getting paid a lot. And especially more than they got from fucking UFC. Like he's picking niggas that barely got paid from fucking UFC. Like, let me see, like Tyron, I'm pretty sure like Dana, like hold on, Tyron, then there's Anderson. Anderson, I'm not gonna count him because like he's been fighting for a long ass time, so like I'm not even gonna count him. But Tyron, then you got fucking Nate, then you got motherfucking just niggas that you don't really see get big paydays. Like Nate, obviously he got big payday because he fought McGregor. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like just in general, like Ben, Mike, just niggas that you didn't see like get, you know, that like that meal from a fight. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It just, I don't know. He's just handpicking them. I don't know. Like I'm sorry, I gotta hate. I'm sorry, but overall, I think Jake, he's a good boxer. He knows what he's doing. He looks like he knows what he's doing. Just fight somebody USB. Like, shit, fight Ryan. Fuck it. Fight fucking Ryan. Shit, I don't know. Like, goddamn. Like, fight somebody like that.
This is that
Change my
moving
fucking
target we
mind,
talked
bro.
about. It's hard to hit a moving target. He needs to cut him off.
And I think there's a cut on the head of Jake Paul now.
Yeah, both fighters are cut.
And now Perry's trying to bully Paul.
Mike Perry has come all the way back now. Jake looks tired, guys.
Well, you know, it's tough. You got this guy just walking you down. You're hitting him with your best shots, and he doesn't care, man.
Good uppercut from Jake.
But props to Jake because he's staying disciplined to the game plan.
Sure.
Jake having a hard time seeing out of the left eye as blood pours into it.
And that blood is only going to fuel Perry. Both fighters are cut.
Oh, nice left hook.
Whoa.
Nice right uppercut right at the end. Right at the end of the round.
I'm not even gonna say anything for the rest
You're
of
a
the
pro
fight.
boxer. How do you describe what we're seeing from Mike Perry? This is absurd.
Man, this is great. It's hard will determination.
No technique.
No technique.
This fight is going exactly the way I thought it would go.
No technique. Exactly.
Exactly the way I thought it would go.
But you know, it's just you can't teach heart. When you hit a guy with your best shot and he gets up and he keeps coming and he cuts you and he's trying to win, you can't teach that, man. Only certain guys have that. It's special.
And it takes discipline for Jake Paul not to get discouraged. You need somebody with your best shot and keep walking forward. Some guys fold under that.
And yeah, props to Perry for coming back, but Jake is still controlling the pace. You know, it's tough, but he's controlling the pace.
We're in round 4.
Oh, nice straight left hand by Mike Perry as he switched to southpaw.
It is a frantic pace and a straight right down the pipe from Paul.
He switched to southpaw and Jake made him pay with a straight right hand.
Doing that.
And he switched it right back up. That's a big mistake.
Francis made that mistake too against Anthony Joshua.
Man,
Perry in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, you can see the power right there by Jake.
There's very few people that have equal defense on both sides. I've seen 2 or 3 people total that have that. I would get the left hand up if I'm Mike Perry, and I would keep walking him down off of counters, just like that.
Jake looks like he's found a second wind or something.
Well, Jake tried to sit down on a couple of hard shots to see if he can rock Perry, but it didn't work.
Here comes overhand, guys. That's the setup there for the overhand.
Yeah, that's the setup. He's testing him out,
Jab
finding
high,
that
jab
range
low,
to the body.
overhand.
Power punches through round 3. Perry is giving as good as he's getting. Whoa!
Oh!
That got his equilibrium off. And the time might be now for Paul to end this.
Jake's being patient. He's setting him up with that big right. Whoa, nice jab. Powerful jab by Jake.
That feels like a power punch.
At this moment, we should see a clinch from Perry. Unfortunately, we know that's not in his game plan.
That's the inexperience, because you got to clinch in this situation or take a knee.
Yeah.
Get the 8 count, try to recover.
Perry's legs still don't look good. Balance is off.
Man, and for him to recover so fast, now he's walking Jake down. He felt that jab.
Yep.
That jab, it stopped him in his track. Good body shot by Jake.
Either way, how about Mike Perry?
Is Perry trying to...
He was, but this is not a smart move. He's trying to rope a dope. You don't do that in the middle of the ring when you're hurt.
Rope is a...
Oh, man! Whoa, whoa!
2, 3, 4. The referee taking a look at Perry, who's eating everything that Paul is feeding him.
The referee's close. He's paying close attention right now.
But a guy like Perry, you got to let it ride.
The ref does have that look on his face.
And Jake staying disciplined, setting everything up with that jab.
A little nod there from Perry. 10 seconds to go. A brilliant round for Jake Paul.
Great jab by Jake.
Oh, and he caught him with a right at the bell, and Perry almost went down.
We said this. The jab is the #1 thing you need to do to Mike Perry to keep him away. He's not sleeping it properly. His hands right up and his hands are low. It's set up the body jab. It's set up the right hook to the body. It's set up the overhook. I'm sorry, the overhand and the straight right.
Well, we've got great seats, but how about these $1 million seats ringside for Amanda Serrano? There's Yvonne Walton.
Man, right here, Jake just setting it up. Nice jab. Wobbles Perry, takes him to the rope, hits him with a big uppercut right here. It's coming up. Big shot. And you know what? I think if we go another round like this, the referee's going to stop the fight.
Yeah, the doctor took a good look at Mike Perry that round. They're going to let it continue. And apparently they'll look one more time.
Sometimes you can be too tough for your own good.
Hey, Mike Perry once had his nose pointing in the complete opposite direction.
Yes.
This is all good for Mike Perry.
But you know what, man? He's out on his feet.
No, 100%.
He's concussed. He's wobbled. He's hurt. Really bad.
Power punch could seal the deal for Platinum Perry.
That jab right there just wobbled him.
When you're expecting just an overhand right or an uppercut, and you get a solid jab, and you get a solid hook, and then you get the punches you're looking for as well, it's difficult to deal with.
I think Jake's going to set him up with a left hook.
Is there? I mean, to be honest, right now, everything's there.
Everything's there.
They never count Mike Perry out.
We saw that earlier tonight. Lucas Body, who was beaten comprehensively from the opening bell, landed a combination and dropped H2O Silv in the knockout of the year, perhaps. 15 power shots landed in round 4 for Paul.
I think the power shots did the job, but the jab set it up.
Yeah.
That's what Perry's having the most problems with, dealing with their jab.
And that movement.
Yeah. He's jabbing, the lateral motion we talked about earlier on, he's doing that, and he should.
Perry's starting to lean over, Gabe, might be susceptible to a big uppercut.
And you know, Jason's having fun here, busting him up with the jab. Jake knows he can land a big right hand. He's just teasing him right now. Jab, 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 busting him up.
He's tenderizing the steak before he tries to fry it. That's what he's doing.
Look at Perry's face.
Perry needs to get his hands up higher.
That's not going to happen.
And slip. You telling me now. He needs to slip, and he needs to get inside that strong leg.
It honestly defies logic that he's still standing, considering the shots that he's taken and how many times you've seen him get.
That's who he is, though. You know what I mean? That's his being.
There's no output offensively, though, right now for Mike Perry. He's become a punching bag.
I don't know, Todd. I'd like to see you go and punch that punching bag and see what happens.
Well, he's not fighting back right now. It's getting scary.
Jake's in full control right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh man!
And look the way that Perry.
Oh yeah,
Perry's
that's it.
Right hand again. The referee's getting closer.
Nice little jab by Perry as well.
Perry's getting too tough for his own good.
Perry is parrying the jab too much. He's opening up that left hook for him. He's almost pawing it now.
How much more can Mike Perry take?
Honestly, this is his only hope. As dirty as possible. And it might not be enough.
You know, I think Jake just kind of coasts this round right now and just busting him up with the jab, setting him up for the next round.
What a heavyweight showdown we have coming your way September 21st from a sold-out Wembley Stadium. Riyadh Season presents the Wembley edition. Joshua, Daniel, Dubois, Gabe, what do you think happens on that one?
Man, Joshua's on the flow right now.
And speaking of great heavyweights, how you doing, brother? The Hulkster, Hulk Hogan.
Legend right there.
Fuck that nigga.
Jake Perry needs to Hulk up.
He's ready to go.
Credit to Perry, who's still coming out for more. That's why he's the king of violence. He says, I can handle the pain.
Good body shot right there by Jake.
Gabe, if you were in Mike's corner, what are you telling him going into this round?
Put your hands up.
Okay.
Put your hands up and bend your knees.
Yes.
He's standing too tall.
Right.
Chin is up in the air. Tuck your chin, put your hands up. See right there?
Oh,
see that?
nice
See
left
that?
hook.
He got low and he landed a shot.
And we talked about that, using that peekaboo style, slipping inside, cutting that. He needs to buy real estate, chop down inches of the canvas, and then throw a power shot.
There's the jabs you were talking about.
Oh,
Tyron. Oh,
man.
that one caught him good.
I
Paul,
think that's the one.
a right hand. This may be it. Right hand, and he's down for a third time.
Oh, wait.
The jab set up the left hook.
Hey, you want to continue? What this way? Boss man.
Oh.
And now wave it off. There is a new king of violence, and his name is Jake Paul. Success fight refused to back down, but in the end, Jake Paul just had two, and he improves to 10-1 with his 7th professional.
I'm sure there's some people who are going to say, you know, some people will say that just exposed that Jake, you know, isn't that it's one amateur fight.
I think Jake is constantly trying to prove people wrong. You're on the other side and you're proving people wrong consistently. That's the view that.
Hey, let's make it official. Here's Joe Martinez.
Late minute, 12 seconds, round number 6. Referee Christopher Young. KO! And KO!
Delivered in front of yet another sold-out crowd. King of violence, Mike Platinum Perry. Gabe, are his boxing skills improving or regressing in your opinion?
No, he's not, you know, all these gimmicks and things like that. don't know. He's defense, and he, you know, another thing he showed his mental. Got it.
He with some big shots. What have I got myself into?
Sick leading up to this. My knuckle is my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna be giving away $10,000 tonight at the fight. So, yeah.
Well, could that possibly delay the Tyson fight?
I'm a warrior, man. I fight through anything. We put it on the line. Shout out to him. They're coming back November 15th against Katie Taylor. It's gonna be a stack. I'm back. I love you, brother.
Just curious, before the fight, you and Mike were talking about a bare knuckle.
Yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be fun. I'm down for it all, Ariel. I love combat, and in 2 years, I will be the cruiserweight champion of the
building. You picked up a big win. What's the difference between the Jake Paul and...
Man, I'm just way sharper, cleaner. I think he hit me with like out, so I made some mistakes. Like I said, I didn't feel very good, but it's back to the drawing
thing. I presume that Mike Tyson is watching this right now. Is there anything...
Love you, but this is my sport now. You're a legend. You're one of the two most honored to get in the ring with you. I'm so honored. You're a legend.
Quick thoughts on your brother's performance.
Yeah, Mike Perry, you're the toughest son of a bitch. I'm phenomenal. How do you do it? How do you do it?
Hey, I don't know. I was trying to. You did a great job. You were way too fast for me, and I want to thank everybody for coming out and showing love and support. I appreciate y'all for showing up.
What the fuck am I watching, bro?
You know, when you knocked me down, it just you were too heavy. It just kind of knocked me over. It didn't even rock. Oh, man, congratulations, Jake Paul.
Are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, I'm fine. But he hit me a little harder than some of my training partners. That's all.
Better than you thought.
You know, perfect practice makes perfect. He's making the right moves and doing the... He's not sitting there waiting to be hit like me. I was trying to find the...
Rematch?
Let's go. I don't care. Let's do it.
NFL, baby.
Or like, I could have put my weight on him and grappled his ass up and tried... I'll do it. Fuck them other guys. I'll do that shit.
Oh, Amanda's here. Wow.
And Utah, I love you, Utah.
Next win.
Man, I'm super impressed. He's getting better every day. I'm telling you, he's learning. All we do is win, right?
All we do is win, baby. Let's go.
It's amazing. In March, you had to try to lift her spirits. What a difference a few months make, right?
She's a warrior. She's a legend. She's the greatest of all time. So she's going to come back, go back to back.
Can't wait for that. For now, enjoy the victory in here, Todd. Jake Paul does it again. Back to you.
Mike Perry, that he's okay. Let's get your final thoughts on what we just...
Continues to show improvement. Great jab, great foot movement, and great. And it's a dangerous fight for Mike.
He's talking to the UFC champion currently right now.
Well,
See, this the shit I'm talking about. You want to fight Alex Pereira next. Low key. Like, you want to fight this nigga. You want to... It's like, okay, I fuck with what he's doing. He want to sell tickets. He want to fight big name niggas. But it's like, if you're watching a fight, one of his fights, and you see a nigga like Anderson Silva or fucking Nate Diaz or fucking Mike Perry or somebody that you grew up watching get dropped, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, either this motherfucker is one of the finest and greatest boxers like that's coming on the scene right now, or this motherfucker is paying these niggas to take dives. I don't give a fuck. It's one or the other. Like, it can't be no in between. Like, it can't be no fucking in between. That's what I'm trying to get people to fucking understand. And then the commentators, like, I wanted to wait. Like, I was gonna pause the video, but I wanted to wait. Motherfuckers kept telling this nigga put his hands up. Nigga did not fucking put his hands fucking up, nigga. What was you doing in training? I understand niggas was telling me that this nigga barely trained at all, but nigga, like, block, you bitch. Like, the fuck are you doing, Mike? It just doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up, bro. Like, I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. My homies don't feel, like, my homies feel this the same way as me. Like, we all see this shit. And then he talks mad shit. Mad fucking shit. Mad shit. I understand he probably backed it up in this fight, but come on, like, next nigga he fights and he actually whoops their ass and he does the same exact thing. And I know the nigga trained. Okay, like, some ain't right, but if he beats his, all right, let's say this. If he beats the next two guys, I'll shut the fuck up. I won't even make another Jake Paul video. If he beats the next guys, I will shut the fuck up. I will literally shut the fuck up, and he doesn't do any dirty shit. Cause this fight, I'm not gonna lie, he didn't do anything dirty for real. He didn't punch Mike in the back of his head. Mike punched him in the back of his head. He didn't go under the belt. He didn't do none of that shit. You know, he didn't try any of that shit. And maybe it's because he didn't have to. Maybe it's because he paid the nigga. We don't know this. I understand it's just speculation. It's just theories. It's my fucking theory, but it's not a bad theory. It's not a bad theory at all. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. But let's say he drops this motherfucker. If he drops Alex, is GG. Like I know he's paying these niggas. I know he's paying these niggas. So, but anyway, yeah, that's all I had to say about that. Good stream. And I'll fuck with y'all another time.